Hey guys, welcome to Make Money Count. Today I'm here alone, no Marcus. I came to tell you guys that the exciting news is that the prime rate came down. Came down by 25 basis points today. Very exciting stuff. I mean, exciting except for what is the price that has to be paid. And the prime rate only came down because of what's happening with the tariffs. Tiff Macklin in his report mentioned that inflation is in line around 2% and that the economy actually grew by 2.6% in Q4 of 2024, which is great news, except, so if there was no tariffs, we would probably not see a rate decrease. That 2.6% growth in the economy, though, is, I'm sure, going to be very short-lived. And all this is going to continue, likely, the drops in interest rates until this whole tariff thing's sorted out, because the market is just... it's confused. The market's confused. Anyone who owns stocks or anything like that, it saw some decreases this week. The market is going up and down quite a bit. It was interesting. I was actually in the U.S. last week, which will be the last time that I go for a very long time. I've had this plan for a while. But it was interesting getting the U.S.'s take on everything. And every single news channel had Doug Ford. Rob Ford's not around anymore. So every single news channel had Doug Ford on it. So he's really trying to pump the appearances up for sure. The thing about all this is, like, we are in a trade war with our biggest trade partner. This is like a devastating thing to have to go through. And the fact that it's, 25%, 50%, 25%, nothing, it's very confusing. I was watching an interview with a business owner who exports aluminum to the US, and he was not only saying that it's obviously tough, it's going to have an impact on his business, but how do you follow these things? I feel bad for the Canadian business owner who's dealing any sort of market that's being affected by tariffs, because how do you follow these things? Like, what are the tariffs? When are they going to begin? Are they coming off? This and that. Doug Ford also backed off of his 25% tariff on energy, citing that things needed to cool down, which is, I don't know the right thing or the wrong thing, but I mean, Trump came in with a 50% aluminum tariff, then Doug backed off, and now Trump's back down to 25%. It's crazy right now. The thing to note, though, about the tariffs is, if we do see some sort of end to these discussions, which I don't even know if anyone's going to be confident of an end, because again, it's just the back and forth game. But hopefully we see some consumer confidence and houses start selling and people start spending money again, and perhaps we'll see a bull market for real estate coming up. But likely not for a while, and likely not until this whole tariff conversation is just a past memory to us. The other thing that I heard about today, which I think it's coming into play today, is they said 900,000 Canadians go down to the U.S. for the winter. The snowbirds, as they like to call them, not the planes, but the people. And there's a new rule that Trump has put into place where if you're Canadian and you're going down to the States for more than 30 days, you have to register with the government. The American government, which I find is very weird, because if I wanted to boost my economy and 900,000 people were coming from a country that I hated to spend money in mine, I would let them stay as long as possible. But, anyways, I think that's it for today. I really just wanted to come in here and tell you that the prime rate has changed. It's very exciting stuff. I'm sorry there's no graphs or anything like that. Marcus, I think, will be back next week, and we can sit down again and talk about the bond yields and where things are going. But in the meantime, have a great day. And remember, don't subscribe. And if you have any comments about what's going on, or better yet, if you're the 10 to 15% of Canadians, I think we had the other week, who think that we should be the 51st state, I'd be interested to hear why, so we can discuss it. But leave us a comment. Let us know what you want us to chat about. And I'll see you next week.